Alright, yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy, the Fallen Sanctum. We're doing the 2615, 2616 patch review for you guys, for mostly focus on the competitive side of things, as always. So let's get right into it. We've got nerfs to Belveth, jungle, Camille, and Poppy support, specifically in pro play, and Belveth in what is it? What is it? The high elo, let's just say. But we also got buffs to Kennen, Gwen, and Azir with an judgment to Nasus. So let's get right into it. Azir now gets let's see what it is. It's so 15 damage per rank. So a flat 15 damage per rank. Same scaling, but just a little bit of extra poke damage to help his early game a little bit as he's going more PTA now as his optimal keystone to give him a moderate buff to help him lane a little bit better. The big Belveth changes here probably not going to be important pro wise, but let's cover them nonetheless. She gets 5 less health per level, and one of the big things is that her true form total attack speed gets buffed at rank 1 by 1%, nerfed by 2% at rank 2, but the nerfs technically get transferred. They finalize at a 5% nerf at rank 3. So at level 16, you lose at 5%. Keep in mind, Belveth does not have any attack speed scaling. She has to kill mobs and champions takedowns. Oh, and also there's an indicator to show you when you're going to be spawning the Lord of Void Remorse. Big Kemi changes coming because, well, no one is a fan of seeing Kemi support in lane. So she is gaining 36 mana, which to some would be decent. But the big notes to change is that her passive is getting a huge buff while being nerfed. So it starts, so the shield getting nerfed with the cooldown getting buffed. So you go from a flat 20% max health to 10, 15, 20, 25%. And this, specifically the 25%, is a top lane buff because support cannot hit level 19, right? From the flat 20. So it is a buff if you're top lane at level 19 specifically. And it is neutral once you're level 13. So technically speaking, after laning phase, you're kind of not seeing the nerf. Where you are seeing the buffs, though, is you're seeing a 4 from levels 1. Yeah, from level 1, you essentially get what you had at level 7. And instead of scaling 4 times, now it only scales 3 times. So you will get the max lower at 8 seconds. A bit of a nerf from the level 19 cooldown. So so it's a bit of a nerf, but a bit of a buff. So you save a lot more seconds early, but you save a little bit less than your final threshold used to on the adaptive defenses later on. A huge buff to the W cooldown, save at least 3 seconds to start with, goes down all the way to 11 seconds, goes all the way down to 10 seconds, so end up saving a second extra at max rank. The outer damage bonus, the big thing to note here is that it's bonus attack damage, and it also is increased for target maximum health. So hitting tanks will do more than not hitting tanks. It's about 1% buff across all ranks. Now getting into Gwen. Gwen gets extra healing on champions. So when you're dueling, this looks more like not. These are not jungle Gwen these are not jungle Gwen buffs. These are top lane Gwen buffs. So you get about 17% more post mitigation healing and an extra 0.5% AP scaling. Now, Kennen is a champion that is always somewhat controversial in a way because it feels like when Kennen has flash, if he's ahead, he's a really good champion. When he doesn't have flash, it feels like sometimes it's a little bit rough. But he is getting a lot more resistances on his ultimate, which was swapped from the E a while back. Damage is also getting 2.5% AP scaling and about 5 damage per rank starting in rank 2. And the maximum damage is getting almost 20% AP buff. So if you're going to glass cannon building a lot of AP, you're going to benefit a lot. And the base damage for the maximum damage part of the ultimate is going to go up quite up a bit from you only see changes from rank 2 where you get about a 38 damage buff, and then it's a 38 damage per rank buff on the maximum damage flat, and it has much better scale. Nasus big changes. Nasus gets the stacks increase 3 okay it so you're okay, so on champions, large minions and monsters. Okay. Okay, so yeah, okay. So it's technically a jungle Nasus nerf. Sorry. Yeah, it's a jungle Nasus nerf where lane Nasus will get 4 per little, 10 per big. Well, Jungle Nasus gets 3 per little, 12 per big. So I think at the end of the day, you still get a lot more value now out of top lane Nasus than otherwise. Poppy getting a decent amount of changes as a tank, but she's like Leona with a cocaine dash. So she's getting some nerfs. She's losing 4 base AD. She's getting 1 extra health regen. And she's getting a significant mana buff because, well, Poppy, like Fizz, like a lot of other Yorli champions, tend to have a really bad mana pool for some reason, right? Please. But the big change is her Q. We are going from 100% bonus attack damage plus 9% maximum health to 75% bonus attack damage. Insane nerf. And now it's scaling maximum health. So from the 9 flat. Oh, and instead of the damage looking yeah. So it's a 2% nerf at rank 1. It ends up being the same as it used to be at rank 5. But it is a 25% bonus AD nerf. So that way the Poppy isn't just building just sundered into full tank and then she's perfectly fine. Monster health cap though, you are getting compensated by a I believe it's a level 1 buff, a level 2 nerf, and then it's a buff the rest of the way. So it's about a 20-ish 25 damage overall extra per rank starting in rank 3 on your Q. The slow now scales worse, but it has scaling for if you build tank. So 8%, so it caps at 32, but you get plus 8% per bonus, 1,000 bonus health. So if you build 1,000 bonus health, you'll be at the 40%. If you build 2,000 bonus health, you'll be at 48% on the Q slow. And steadfast presence from 12% doubled at 40% to 16% doubled at 40, which is great. Berserker Greaves are getting a buff. Finally, less dog shit, but still pretty dog shit. Black Cleaver gets a 5 AD buff. It's getting a range nerf. Thank God. That's always annoying seeing Smolder and Senna build a top laner item and getting away with it. So it still stays to 20 seconds for melee, but it is now only 10 seconds for range. Eclipse getting a little bit. Oh wow! Oh wait! This is an insane buff. So now if you're melee, the proc is 8% max health and 5% compared to the 6 and 4. Okay, and let's see what they did with the shield. Okay, so they nerfed the shield by 10 base. Oh, wow. Okay, and it's 75 plus. Okay, so it's a lot worse on range champions now. But on it's much better on early on early melee champs. Runaan's kind of sucked. So it's getting a 10% buff for the secondary bolts that it fires and 1% extra movement speed. And Sterk's Gauge, well, it's kind of a useless item outside of like the ARAM style champions. So it's getting 5% buff. A big item though to talk about, however, in this is the Sundered Sky, where you are technically getting more HP but a lot less healing. So you're losing 10%. 10% healing on the melee and 2% missing health. and range is getting knocked down a little bit. Range Sundered Sky, not really that big of a problem. It's not really a range item. It's just really oppressive, which happens like Ambessa, Aatrox, the Hen, and all that. They like bonk you once, and then by the time they finish bonking you, they walk back, they can bonk you again. It'll be off cooldown. Sunfire gets a decent buff, 0.5% bonus health buff with a it loses some lane power to gain it loses some so it's just a nerf. Okay, so it's 10% in lane, 20% in the jungle, and it's now costing 100 gold more. So for 0.5% bonus health scaling damage, you are losing a decent amount of value. Chainlace Thrashers are losing 5 MR. Spellslinger Shoes are now going to be an extra little 2 magic pen boost, so you will get 20 plus 8% of so it helps you chunk a little bit more. And Incentivize not always going to defensive boosts. Tiamat getting 5 extra AD, which is really nice. And yeah, it was funny that if you're not buying a Hydra item, it is kind of the worst component to buy. So the extra 5 AD is kind of nice. And now Fleet Footwork and Halo Blades. Halo Blades, first of all, is taking a huge nerf from 120-60 to 90-60. And the big change here is that it's from 4 to 20, it's 2 to 20, but it's 12% bonus AD plus 10% AP instead of 8 and 6. So you lose a bit of attack speed, but you gain a lot of extra true damage. Fleet Footwork, they changed how the healing works a little bit on the recipe. So from 10 to 130 to 15 to 160, so decent sized buff. And the melee doesn't change, the range doesn't change. Okay, so yeah, you're just getting a healing buff on Fleet Footwork. So if you're a Fleet Footwork abuser, take it. Now, 80 carries go from the 30 plus 1.3 MR per level to 33 and 1.1. I think at the end of the day, you get a little bit of value for more of the laning phase, but it doesn't really change that much. Tristana, though, gaining 5 MR is huge. Mid-lane Tristana might be bad. Jungle pets, they're getting buffed if you're tankier. Oh, they're just getting buffed in general. 10% bonus AD. So it's 20 to 150. So the base damage stays the same. You get 1% extra bonus HP, 5% extra armor and magic resist, 4% more AP. So trying to incentivize non-AD jungles. Supports, basically, you're gonna get punished a bit more, but catch up XP is still a big thing. So support's not like, if you're roaming out of lane, you get punished a little bit. And yeah, last but not least, we're getting Akali, Kennen, and OG Shen. Pretty cool kits. Go watch the patch notes if you want to see more. Alistar gets a big heal buff. Blitzcranks gets some overall nerfs. Mundo gets some buffs. We love seeing some buffs. Garen gets some buff. Heimerdinger gets nerfed because fuck that champion. Janna gets nerfed because fuck that champion. Jarvan gets nerfed because fuck that champion. Katarina gets nerfed because fuck that champion. Yeah, holy shit, that's an insane nerf. Lux gets buff, hell yeah, my girl. Misfortune gets buff, hell yeah, my girl. Less maximum stacks, but more overall damage per shot. So the at rank 5, it's less total damage, but it is more. Okay, no, it's a nerf. Yeah, okay, it's just a nerf. But it means you stack your max damage a little bit faster. Bullet time. Nasty's getting nerfed. Nice. Wither costing more. Skarner! Hell yeah. Soraka. Okay. Woohoo. The W buff. That's insane. Tryndamere nerfs. Hell yeah. Twitch nerfs. Hell yeah. Viger buffs. Hell yeah. Warwick nerfs. Fuck. And yeah, that's about it for us here at the Sanctum Studios. So part 1, competitive league. Part 2, classic. Thank you for watching. We'll see y'all tonight on HGG, or if you're watching the video, it'll be Friday. Thank you for watching. Ciao, bye for now.